Happy Sunday, y'all. Snowstorm coming in. It's cold as hell outside. I really wasn't going to make anything today. But I decided, what the hell, with all the weather events, I'm going to make some comfort food. This is going to be a crock-pot style chicken and gravy. It's not really going to be homemade. I stole the recipe off online. I'm just adjusting it for my taste. We're going to use 2 cans of cream of chicken, 4 packets of chicken gravy mix, an onion, a green pepper, a half a bag of bacon bits, some mushrooms, which I'm going to saute to get most of the water out. I'm probably also going to saute the other vegetables just to give it a little flavor. And 3 chicken breasts. They're still frozen, but it doesn't matter. Everything's going in a crock pot for fucking 8 hours. Here you go. You saw the ingredients. You know what we're doing. Everything's going in a slow cooker, crock pot, whatever you want to call it, for 6 to 8 hours on low. It's about 9:30, so by the time I actually get all the prep work done, it'll be about 10 before I actually start it in slow cooker. You figure 6 to 8 hours. I'm probably going to go more on 8 hours to get the chicken a little softer. This way it pretty much shreds, so I don't have to do any kind of real work today. So I'm going to be looking at maybe 8 to 9 hours. So it should be done, I don't know, do the math. What is that, about 6, 7 o'clock tonight? Liz comes home at 8 o'clock, so all I have to do is whip up some instant mashed potatoes, can of corn, boom, her dinner's done when she gets home. Let me get the slicing, dicing, prepping. Like I said, I'm going to saute the vegetables just so I can get most of the water out of them before I go ahead and add them to the crock pot. Let me get this shit started. Before I start, there's 2 things that I forgot. The idea for this meal came from a work buddy of mine, Jordan, because he asked me on Friday, he's like, "Hey Phil, so what do you think you're going to make this weekend?" And I said, "I don't know, Jordan. You know, Liz is working. Normally I don't cook on the weekends. She works because there ain't no point in sitting me by myself." He's like, "Well, I was thinking about making chicken, or chicken and gravy over biscuits, or maybe some fish." And I was like, "You know what, that chicken and gravy, that sounds pretty good. I can make that, put that over some mashed potatoes." So, yeah, the idea comes from him. I'll give it to him. The other thing I forgot to mention, Mark Reed, BFF Customizations and Engravings. Check him out on Facebook. He's working on getting me a picture that I can post before the title screen that has all his contact information. You need any customizations done, check him out. He's cheap, he's good, and I like his quality. Let's get to doing it. I got my oil, my butter on a medium-low heat, more towards the high, medium side, and the low side. New pan from my adoring girlfriend. Throw in the mushrooms, let that get going. Mushrooms, everybody knows, is 90% water, believe it or not, even though they look dry as hell. 1 whole onion, we're going to throw that in there. Get that started. We're not looking for an entire caramelization or entire sauteing. We just want most of the liquid to evaporate. So when we make this, the vegetables do not excrete any more juice, water than actually is necessary. I'm using 2 cups. Remember, you're going to be using 4 cups of water. I really don't want any more than that. Yeah, I know the chicken's going to have water in it too, but that's alright. We'll deal with that when it comes about. I can't believe I'm up this goddamn early. Sometimes I hate dogs. The other dogs like to let me sleep in because they know I'm grumpy as hell. Tyson's still a puppy. He hasn't figured that shit out. And he's not very... He thinks he's lovable. He's like a lovable thug. He tries to be lovable, but he's like 60 pounds of solid muscle. There really isn't anything... Well, yeah, he's just a lovable thug. He thinks he's a lap dog. He's not. I mean, I got a 90-pound Shepherd mix. And Harley, she even knows she's not a lap dog. Get this shit going. Give it a quick stir. We're going to add a pinch of kosher salt just to try help out the sweating process. Two pinches of kosher salt. And that'll probably be all the salt that we actually add to this, because between the gravy mix and the cream of chicken, that's a lot of sodium right there. So let's get this process started. Alright, as you can see, most of the liquid has pretty much evaporated. The vegetables are still pretty much firm, which is what we want. So let's transfer everything over to the slow cooker and let's get this started. It's 10:13. My math is way off, so it should be started by 10 o'clock. So now we're looking at 7, 8 o'clock tonight for it to be done, which is perfect. Let's get time around 8 o'clock. Alright, let's get everything in this fucking crock pot, shall we? There's our chicken breasts. 3 of them. Yes, I know they're still frozen. It's not a big deal, because we are not in a hurry. You can mix this ahead of time, or you can just throw everything in a crock pot. I'm being lazy. I'm just throwing everything straight in a crock pot. That's 1 can of cream of chicken. Two cans of cream of chicken. You can use real bacon if you want. Once again, I feel like being lazy today, so imitation bacon bits works for me. Take that out. Definitely don't want to put that in here with that. I'm not trying to kill anybody. I am not adding no salt to any of this. One pouch chicken gravy. Two pouch. Three pouch. Four pouches. And the dogs are starting to go nuts. Thankfully, I am almost done recording this. Two cups of water. Another 2 cups of water. And the dogs are nuts now. That's Tyson in the background. Our vegetables. Anybody want a dog? Pit bull, miniature pit bull. I'm lowering the cost to $2,000. $2,000. Okay, that's it. Turn it on low. Cover it up. And we'll check back in a couple hours. I forgot to add the seasoning mix because the fucking dogs. I swear to God, I forgot all the fucking seasoning. We're going to hit this up with some pepper. Remember, no salt. Between the bacon and everything else, no salt. Because I didn't use fresh garlic, we're going to hit that up with some garlic powder. And that's it. I think that's it. I'm pretty sure that's it. We'll come back in a few hours and check on it. Thank you. The good and the bad. The good, it tastes phenomenal. Chicken is tender. You can break it apart with a spoon. Look at that. We're about 7 hours into this, and that chicken just falls apart. The bad, it's still too liquidy for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another gravy packet to see if I can thicken this up just a little bit more. But you can see that the chicken just falls apart, and that's what I want. I want it to be beyond fork tender. I wanted it to basically be able to pull it apart without using a fork, and that's what I got. I'm also not, I've decided I am not going to do mashed potatoes only because I do not have the milk for it. I have Marley outside barking because she's ignorant like that. But this is looking good. The meat's falling apart like it should. And you can't tell me that don't look good. So yeah, we're going to add another gravy packet. Because that's what I'm going to do. I think I might slice up a couple potatoes too and throw it in there. Let all this get, Jesus fucking Christ. Are you? The dog never shuts up. And there's nothing going on outside because there's the other dogs are outside too. Like, she never shuts up when she goes outside. Alright, so let's go ahead and add the seasoning packet. So we can thicken this up a little bit more. If not, I have one more. I'm also going to add noodles to this too. We'll stir that around, we'll cover it back up, and we'll see what we got going on. Yeah, that is looking like some really good shit right there. Some really good shit. Well, that thickened it up a little bit. Oh, now the bitch wants back in. She scratches on the door, then she ran off again. I'm gonna have one more packet. That's what I'm gonna do. Go big or go home. I got one more packet. So we're up to 6 packets of chicken gravy. Thicken this up a little bit more. All that chicken's breaking up. That looks beautiful. Now it's got a nice gravy feel to it. Doesn't feel as watery. And you can hear her. She's going nuts because she's an asshole. Let's get those noodles going. So I've decided against using mashed potatoes. I'm going to go ahead and cook up the rest of these egg noodles. I got the pot on, it's boiling. I think I'm going to slice up a couple potatoes too. Let me take a look in my drawer in my pantry and see if I have any. Actually do have potatoes. I have red potatoes, which I got 3. I'm going to slice them up, throw them in there. Let me slice these up real quick. So as I wait for the water to boil for my noodles, I can go and throw my 3 sliced red potatoes in there. Give that a quick stir. Yeah, if I had the milk, I would have made mashed potatoes, but I don't. Alright, that looks good. Let me get these noodles cooking. Throw everything in there. I think I'm going to throw the can of corn in there too. Why the hell not, right? You know, this is drunk guy cooking. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. My Southwest Poblano there. We're just going to open up this can and throw it in there too. Maybe. The can is not cooperating with me. There we go. We're going to drain that juice, at least some of it. Toss that in there. We're going to give that another quick stir, and then we're going to add our noodles once those are cooked. Guys, it's coming together perfectly. Not exactly how I imagine it. I'm sure Liz won't be happy when she gets home, but doesn't matter what it looks like, right? As long as it tastes good, tastes good. And look at that. It don't look too bad. Alright, I cooked up 3 cups of noodles. I overcooked them so this way they won't soak up any of that good stuff down in there. Add that. Give that a quick stir. Mix everything in. Yeah, it looks good. Something I feel like we will be saying for the next decade. Knowing that 2 firsts a little more in depth than I wanted to get into today, but that will give me lunch for the next 3 or 4 days at work. Alright, so we'll let that go for about another hour until the potatoes get soft, and then it'll be done. It smells awesome. Let's see what it turns out like in an hour. So it's done. We're going to get ourselves a little bully bowl. A little bully. It might not look like much, but it smells hella good. So we went from making a chicken gravy type thing to a chicken gravy noodle thingy. Oh, that looks good. What we're gonna do now is get some of these French's onion thingies, whatever they call them, because they ain't really onion, just like deep fried or battered of nothing with onion flavoring. And we're gonna throw those in there, and that looks good. I know nobody watches any of these videos, so still, here's me taking a bite. I'll tell you what, that's some good shit. That is some good shit. That really hits the spot. There's some really good stuff. Go on a little bit, kill the heat. Oh, go. That is definitely something that should be made over and over again. A chicken gravy concoction with French onion stuffies put on top. Good stuff. Good stuff.